This is Pink is My Power Color African American Women's Breast Cancer Organization, coming to you with our founder and CEO, Jacqueline Hawthorne Evans. And on this session, we're speaking about Jacqueline's current state of having breast cancer, or what has her process been after having the first occurrence of breast cancer. Jacqueline?
Yes.
So, this year, I believe in May, you had an appointment where you were going for regular checkup. And so if you can give us the story behind this year.
Actually, I had like a trauma to the same area that I had breast cancer in. So I went to the doctor in January. And my doctor did an ultrasound in the office, and she was like, well, it's probably a hematoma, but I want you to go to the hospital and see what, since they have a commercial ultrasound machine, to see exactly what it really is, because with your history of having triple negative before, we want to make sure there's nothing going on. So I went to, she scheduled me an appointment with the the radiology department to get an ultrasound. And from this ultrasound, they said, well, we think it's a hematoma, but we want to bring you back in 3 months and check it again. So 3 months later, which was February, March, April. I didn't go in April. I went in May. And they said, oh, well, when they checked it, they said, oh, we want to do a biopsy. So I did a biopsy, and on the outside, where the lump was scar tissue. That was nothing but scar tissue. But underneath, they found some of the cancer. So it was hiding. It was exposed by me having the trauma to the area. So ladies or gentlemen, if there's any trauma and you have questions, please go get it checked out. I am an advocate for you to have prevention and find this thing early. So after the biopsy, they said, which was June 26, around June 26, I was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer. Then my oncologist wanted me to do a CT scan. I done a PET scan and a CAT scan. Well, CT scan, yeah. So the CT scan, the first one, was over. They explained that it was that, but they saw a spot. They couldn't identify it on my lung. Then they did a PET scan, which they inject the fluid in you, and it delivers radiation liquid throughout your body, and it shows different color contrasts of where disease is. So they found a spot on my liver, on my lung, and on my left hip. This is what they said. And so they wanted to do a biopsy. They did the biopsy on the breast. Now they want to do a biopsy on the liver, the bone, or the lung. Well, where they saw the initial spot, which was just a couple of small spots on my lung, they couldn't get to it. So they said, we either do the liver or the bone. The bone was easy, but then they wanted to do, I said, well, what will the bone, if you do the bone, You still need to do the liver. What's more important? So they said the liver, but their chances of getting all these different complications. And I was like, I don't want to hear about complications because I'm not a negative person. I believe God. So we're going to do this liver biopsy. So we did the liver biopsy and it came back with cancerous. But if I had I trust God. So I need to find out. So that was the beginning of that journey. So I went to my oncologist. And my oncologist came in the room with his head down. I know you're disappointed, but my faith is up here. And I need you. This is my exact conversation. I need you, your faith, to meet my faith. And so after that conversation, and I know he was disappointed but if God did it once, he'll do it again. And it's all about how you go through it and how you keep negative individuals off of you. And so, and how you surround yourself with the positive energy that God has embraced amongst you. So, I have a strong family. I have my board is strong. As far as pink is my power color. I have a strong church family that supports me, that encourages me, and that loves me. And everybody connected to me give me the support. Even my doctor. Because when Pink was birthed, I brought it to him, my oncologist. He said, that is needed in the community. You will help a lot of women and men of color to recognize and to bring awareness to it. So now getting back to where I am today. Well, let me go back a couple weeks ago. I went to see my oncologist and his nurse practitioner. And he came in the room again. And I had to scold him again. And his nurse, I said, so listen, I want you to take some notes. I told his nurse practitioner, I told my doctor, I said, you don't have to ever come in here with your head down. Because like I told you initially, my faith is up here. And so I asked the nurse practitioner, I said, so you know where I'm coming from, because she was back there nodding her head. You're right. So he came out. They had a meeting about my case. And he came out and he said, well, we're going to start you on this drug, and it's going to be every 3 weeks. And if we need to add immunotherapy, we will add it. And it depends on a number. But even after that, I was able to contact the cancer advisor and get a second opinion. This doctor is a well-known doctor of clinical research. And she tele-interviewed me. And she told me she had read all my, from the day first diagnosis all the way. She said that they're on point. She said, so we'll send our report as to what we recommend after if the number doesn't add up. So today is my second 3 weeks of treatment. The insurance company denied because of there's two different reports. One had a lower number and the other one has a higher number. They had the one of the lower number. So my oncologist is fighting to get me the immunotherapy drug that I need. So that is where we are today. And on that note, I am going to sign out.
Thank you for listening today. Follow us on our Facebook at Pink is My Power Color African American Breast Cancer Organization. We are also on Instagram under Pink is My Power, as well as TikTok and YouTube. Thank you for viewing. We'll be back with this journey along the way.